Hello everybody. In this video we'll try to understand what are the different uses of crystals. What happens when you use crystals, or let us say when you want to actually use crystals, when it is better to use crystals. So we'll start our crystals related sharing here from this video. So basically, crystals are believed to hold energy frequencies. So they can hold some energies. That is a fundamental thing. Because without holding anything, the crystals cannot give you any results, right? Definitely, they are holding something. And when you practice this crystals, working with crystals, using the crystals, you can clearly understand that they can hold some energies. That energy, let us say something is holding some energy. What is the use of that to you? Basically, they hold some energies that interact with our own energy field. That is the fundamental thing here. So crystals hold some energies, but those energies can interact with our own energies, means the energy that your body has. And this, your own energy, can be represented. So your energy, how you can represent your energy? Is it visible? Of course, if you do some work, then by seeing that work, we can say, yes, he has some energy, that's why he is doing his work. But what is visible to you is your work. What is visible to others is your work, not the energy, basically. But the energies that you have can be represented by your chakras and your emotions, basically, and your mind, how you're thinking, and also your aura. These are the different things that we can observe to understand the energy of a person. How are your chakras and the kind of aura you have, and what kind of emotions you're exhibiting? When you have some kind of emotional instability, your emotions are not stable, then also we can say your energies are not fine. Even though you have some healthy body and you're very very good physique, whatever you have, if your emotions are not stable, if your mind, means your thoughts, are not stable, then also we can say your energy is not balanced, your energy is not correct, I can say, right? So what happens when you have some differences in your energies? It can be in your chakras, your emotions, your mind. Basically, we say you need some healing, you need some protection, or some manifestation is required so that your energies can be changed. Or I can say, if you're feeling bad emotionally so many times, very often, then also we can say you need some spiritual growth. Either you may need to do some meditation, you need some inner peace, or you need to develop some kind of intuition power so that your spiritual growth is a bit better. Or we can say your wealth, love and success, you may need to work on those areas like wealth, love and success. Or we can say you have some stress or you have some negativity and you need to reduce them so that your energies are balanced. Or your emotions must be corrected, or your mental abilities must be corrected, or your physical things should be corrected. So for all these things we can use crystals, right? So something like, you know you have Wi-Fi in your house. Wi-Fi is able to route, the Wi-Fi router is able to route the energy, right? So crystals also can do a kind of similar thing, right? See, you have Wi-Fi at home, you can't see the signal, but you feel its effect when you have a mobile, right? So crystals work in a similar way, you can say. See, they broadcast certain vibrations, they broadcast certain energies. And you know what are those energies? Those energies are related to peace, clarity, love. These are the energies, or you can say vibrations, that they can broadcast. And who is the receiver here? Your mind or your body? If your mind and your body can tune in with the energies or the vibrations that the crystals are transmitting, then yes, you can feel them and you can correct your energies, right? So let us say there is a crystal called amethyst. There is a crystal called amethyst. Holding this amethyst crystal while doing some meditation, can feel like connecting to a calming signal. That calming signal can relax your mind. So now while meditating, you're holding the crystal amethyst. Now that amethyst is a crystal, that means it can broadcast some vibrations, and your body is trying to receive those vibrations. Then what kind of energies or vibrations amethyst is transmitting? It's a kind of calming signal. It tries to calm you, it tries to relax your mind. So if you receive that energy from amethyst, yes, you would be having that peace of mind while doing a meditation. It relaxes your mind fundamentally because it transmits or it broadcasts the calming signals. And now, see, you see charcoal, right? So charcoal absorbs some kind of toxins in water, right? Then crystals can absorb or neutralize your emotional toxins. That is another fundamental thing about crystals, right? So you have water, and in the water you have some toxins. Those toxins can be absorbed by a charcoal. Very much similarly, the crystals can absorb, or they can also reduce or neutralize your emotional toxins. That's why crystals are very useful. So let us say if you're feeling drained after being around negative people, you interacted with so many negative people, then what happens? There is a kind of energy disturbance in your body, right? In your emotions or in your thoughts. Then there is a crystal called black tourmaline. So this black tourmaline is like carrying an energetic sponge, that can absorb the negativity before it goes into your body. You're getting it? So it's something like you're having a kind of support that actually absorbs all the negativity before it enters you, right? So now if you wear black tourmaline in the form of bracelet or in the form of a kind of neck chain, we'll discuss those things also in future. So if you have that black tourmaline, then it is able to absorb all the negativity, and the negativity will not enter in your body or in your mind or in your thoughts, right? So black tourmaline is one of the greatest crystals, So now And now you may ask, okay, you're saying crystals can calm my mind while doing meditation, and even more, you noted a crystal called black tourmaline, which can actually absorb all the negativity from the people around me, and it will not allow the negativity to enter into my body. And what are all the other benefits I can get using crystals? So there is one important thing. See, vitamin C, right? We take vitamin C tablets, right, for immunity, or calcium for strong bones. We take some vitamin tablets, that vitamin supplements, right? So when you take vitamin C, you feel that your immunity would increase. Of course it increases, right, when you have vitamin C. And when you take calcium, it will make your bones strong. So similar to that, the crystals can act as a kind of vitamin supplements for your soul. You're getting it? So different crystals feed your energy system because they feed your soul. So there are so many crystals. We'll discuss all the crystals, almost all the crystals, in our upcoming videos. But as it is the first video on crystals, I noted the two most powerful crystals already. One is the amethyst, another one is the black tourmaline, and I would say another important crystal is citrine. This citrine crystal, just now I said, a kind of, you take vitamin tablets. So citrine is a kind of, you don't eat it. Of course, you should never eat any crystal. But I'm telling you, citrine is a crystal for happiness and abundance. Right? Every crystal has some use. By this, you should understand that every crystal has some use, some benefits associated with it. Now, citrine is a crystal for happiness and abundance. And I want to note another crystal here, that is rose quartz. And this rose quartz is for love and warmth. You can just see the name rose quartz. Right? The beauty, you can just feel it, that's related to love and warmth. So these are the four important crystals. Of course, if anyone is using crystals, you can clearly see they must be having one of these four crystals for sure. Amethyst is one of the fundamental crystals. And then black tourmaline is another magical crystal. And then citrine and rose quartz. These four are the most important crystals, and you generally use amethyst when you do meditation to calm your mind, and black tourmaline, which can absorb the negativity around you and it will not allow that negativity to enter into your body, and citrine is used for happiness and abundance, and rose quartz is to welcome love and warmth. So now let's imagine a college student, right? So he has exams, he's unable to sleep, then, right? So just imagine his condition. A college student would have a lot of aspirations, a lot of hopes about life. So, and he would think all his aspirations and hopes would be fulfilled by writing those exams. So that's why he is unable to sleep. Just imagine his condition. So he is in an unstable state. He is not peaceful, right? Because he has exams. Let us say tomorrow his exams would be starting. Then just imagine his condition. But just imagine he is keeping a crystal amethyst under his pillow. So what happens over time? the student can notice, his or her, let us say, dreams become very, very clearer. His anxiety would become less intense, right? And when he or she wakes up, he or she feels very calm. You're getting it? So amethyst, I'm telling you, this has the energy to calm down your mind, to have some clear dreams and clear thoughts. Your anxiety will go down, right? See, I observe a lot of people, they have anxiety issues, but even they also do not know that they have anxiety. They are worried all the time, but they're doing it for a longer period of time in their life. They are continuing to do it, and they do not notice that they are in troubles. Not, just having some real problems in life is not the only difficulty. If you are worried all the time, even if everything is happening very positively around you, but still you're worrying, that means you're not fine, right? Everything around you, observe so many people, everything is going fine with them, but still they're worried. They might have some insecurities about their future and all. There would be a lot of things. They would be worried all the time. They would be worried about their loved ones, or they would be worried about their future, their career. Everything would be going fine now, but still they're worried. So for them, amethyst is one of the most important crystals to have. Right? So the crystal always says in the crystal amethyst, it's something like it is telling your brain, relax, relax, you have got this, I am here, kind of energy you get. That is very much important, right? So just imagine a business owner having some, let us say it's a medium scale or big scale or whatever scale. He has some business, but he's struggling with finances, right? He's struggling with finances. So such a businessman, better he has citrine crystal, because it is the representation of happiness and abundance. So the businessman can see it as a symbol of wealth and abundance. Every time the businessman opens his wallet, and sees this particular crystal citrine, then he can remember, he can remind himself about the prosperity. So over time, what happens? His mindset is a kind of shifted mindset. It will become a shifted mindset. Then you can clearly see he started seeing new opportunities, and his growth in income can also be observed. You're getting it? So the crystal citrine is one of the greatest crystals, people say, because it not only opens new opportunities for you, it can also act as a kind of mental trigger, right? Saying that I am your lucky charm with some purpose. I am an energy tool to give you happiness and abundance. So the crystal citrine. So you may ask, just if I have the crystals, can things be done? There is a process. There's a lot of things, your intuition, your power, your energies, those are all matter. We'll discuss them, but I'm just explaining you what are all the different crystals, right? And how they can be used. We'll see the process of crystal cleansing, so many techniques we'll discuss, but these are the fundamental crystals, right? Another important thing is the black tourmaline. It's one of the most important crystals. You can see some, you know, some people with emotional imbalance, having some pain. If they just wear this black tourmaline pendant with some kind of cleansing techniques over weeks, over a period of time, you can clearly observe there is a mood shift, there is a kind of mind shift, you can observe in them, right? So just see a sponge soaking up water, right? That way this black tourmaline can absorb those sensitive emotions, those negative emotions. I'm not telling, I'm not telling this crystals can do some big magics for you in your life. They don't do big magics, but they can correct your energies. That's what I'm telling you. They shift your energy. That's what I want to tell. Even the businessman example I quoted, I'm not telling he is going to have a lot of money in the near future. I'm not telling it's a kind of lottery ticket, getting a gemstone. This crystal is something like you got a ticket, you got a very big lottery kind of thing. It's not that. It is used to shift your energy. They don't do magic. But they shift your energy. They help you focus your intentions and sometimes act like reminders or amplifiers of what you're seeking for. You're getting it? Whether it can be love, peace, confidence, or protection. They can shift your energies. That's what I can tell you. I don't want to tell that they are going to do some magic. You're getting it? You may have some stress in your life, you may want some career growth, or you need some kind of spiritual practice. In all this, these crystals can help you, right? They are going to shift your energies. They don't do any magic. They work practically. They work in reality. They try to shift your energy. You got it? They only help to shift your energies. Thanks for watching this video.